Kuondolewa ofisini kwa gavana wa Nairobi Johnson Sakaja kumetibuka baada ya wiki moja ya pilka za kukusanya sahihi za wakilishi wadi wa Nairobi ili kuandaa mswada wa kumtema Sakaja kutoka City Hall.
Back in 2022, I'm strongly convinced that Raila Odinga was not so much in support of Polycarp Igathe. I felt that he was so much comfortable when Johnson Sakaja is the governor of Nairobi than Polycarp Igathe being the governor. And I can confirm that with two reasons. One, immediately Johnson Sakaja became the governor, he easily started working with the MCAs of Nairobi. There were no wrangles. And in fact, if there's a reason as to why there were wrangles between Rigathi Gachagua and Johnson Sakaja, it is that association that they immediately had with the ODM members. The fact remains that Sakaja did not have any option. But they're working together. We know in the Kenyan politics first, working together, it doesn't just happen like that. There must be some vurutano. And we all saw how they easily started working together without any vurutano. For them to sit down and work together, there must have been a discussion within them and Raila Odinga plus Johnson Sakaja being brought on board. So therefore, that is the first reason as to why I feel these people were working together even before the 2022 general elections. Number two, immediately Sakaja took power, some of Raila Odinga's confidants were appointed to various positions within the county government. A clear indication as well that there was a good relationship between the two, because you can't just trust your opponent's people to come on board and help you deliver within the county government of Nairobi. Ni ngumu sana. Ni ngumu sana. Now, ladies and gentlemen, even Raila Odinga went ahead to give more assistance to Johnson Sakaja. And it is not once, twice, but a number of times. On this particular video, I can therefore comfortably say that Sakaja is among the people who are going to greatly suffer in 2027 because of the demise of Raila Odinga. He will miss him. I want to take you through on some of the occasions that Raila Odinga came through for Johnson Sakaja, which Sakaja will miss. And before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, take a second or two to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Number one, Nairobi has very big challenges to sort out. And as a governor, if you're not careful, smart, and dedicated, you can easily lose hope in Nairobi. And even you can lose the trust of the people of Nairobi. And once you lose their trust, it's gone completely. When we had flooding in Nairobi, Raila Odinga saw that Johnson Sakaja was literally sinking because both the rich and the poor were crying that floods have gone to their homes, including the current Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Martha Koome.
Yani, this whole estate in Athi River has been turned into a river. Like, the only thing residents can do here, they can't drive, so the only thing they can do is take out their boats and go to the shop using the boats.
Floods were all over, including Runda. And remember, this was the time when Sakaja had established the Green Army of about 3,000 youth people who were supposed to open up the drainage system within Nairobi.
Working for you and not for money. Be with these people, the Green Army, their families, their children, their loved ones.
Immediately Sakaja took over, this Green Army also started their work. Then now floods came and people were like, what has this Green Army been doing if you're having water in our bedrooms? So people lost confidence on Johnson Sakaja. Ladies and gentlemen, at that moment when everybody was bashing Sakaja right and center, Raila emerged. Raila Odinga was dedicated to ensure that Sakaja is safe, either through the challenges that he's facing or through the county assembly that can impeach him. As I mentioned the impeachment, ladies and gentlemen, let me take you through some of the things that happened. Sakaja has not been tried to be impeached once, but a number of times. And in all these occasions, it is Raila Odinga who came through for him. He ensured that he has sat down with these MCS and agreed that this and that will be done, therefore forgive Sakaja to continue with his term. The latest one, it was in Karen.
Mapema asubuhi, kinara wa ODM Raila Odinga na gavana Sakaja walifanya kikao na wawakilishi wadi wa muungano wa Azimio kutafuta mwafaka wa kufanya kazi kwa ushirikiano wa karibu. Mkutano huo ukiafikia kusitisha mswada wa kumuondoa Sakaja ofisini na badala yake kushirikiana na gavana kutoa huduma kwa wakazi wa Nairobi.
When literally Raila Odinga had to call all the ODM MCs plus Johnson Sakaja, sit down with them and discuss the issues to do the county. And according to those who attended that particular function, they said that Johnson Sakaja promised to do one or two things very soon. So this was the time when Sakaja needed someone to stand by his side, and Raila Odinga was present. Now as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, Raila Odinga is no more. Raila Odinga is no more. As if that is not enough, the biggest threat for Johnson Sakaja, it is Babu Owino. And as we speak today, Johnson Sakaja had been declared by the ODM party that they are going to get a ticket. And surprisingly, Babu Owino was aware, and even the public, the supporters of Raila Odinga, were also informed. Now, Raila Odinga is not there in 2027. Who will stop Babu Owino? How will Johnson Sakaja go get the votes of the Luo Nyanza toward that of the Luya if the Luyas decide as well to vote for him and then face Gachagua and of course Kalonzo's candidates? It will be impossible for him to literally conquer the Nairobi again. Until now that people have given up with Sakaja, and the conversation is not about whether Sakaja is going home or not. It is who is coming. So therefore, if there's somebody who will need Raila Odinga, who needed Raila Odinga in 2027, it is Johnson Sakaja. Because he knew he'll get the ODM ticket. After getting the ODM ticket, he will comfortably vie for it, and the Luos will vote for him, plus the Luyas. Then, plus some of the support members of UDA within Nairobi, and then Sakaja becomes the governor again. Because one thing I want to tell you is that if there's a seat that the president does not want to lose, or even people close to him, it's the Nairobi gubernatorial seat. Why? It's because this seat, it has huge amount of money that is being controlled there. Someone one time said, actually Mbuvi Songo, he was always brought millions of money at his office every day, 70, 50, every day. Then you are like, wait, if he receives 50 million every day, then Nairobi has a lot of money. That's why we are not seeing most of these services being delivered, because money is given to people in cash. So therefore, this is a seat most politicians want to get rich with. So this is a seat they might not want to lose at any point in the future. That is why I can comfortably say here, if there's one person who has been hurt, it is Johnson Sakaja. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what does Sakaja have to do now? It is simply step down and avoid wasting money for the campaigns. Because without Raila Odinga, there's a less likelihood that he will even get the support of the Luyas within the Nairobi. Now, when it comes to the Luo Nyanza, so long as Babu Owino goes for the seat, then it is done. He will not get the Luo votes. Because on all fronts, Babu Owino is better than Johnson Sakaja. As per now, considering that he has been managing his constituents well, being among the best performing members of parliament, Babu Owino is among the best. So therefore, Johnson Sakaja will definitely go home. I don't know what's your take on the comment section. You can share with me on what you think.